Hello friends, and welcome back to Banjo Kazooie. Well, from one temperature extreme to another, we are now going to the desert as soon as I pick myself up, because that was a higher height than I thought. Let's just go this way. So yeah, we're going to make our way back to the desert. We'll get that level completed for sure this time, since last time we just had to visit to get one move. So we'll see how that goes, but I do want to check one thing around here just to be sure. Get hit. There we go. Yes, that enemy is invincible, and the only way you can defeat that enemy for sure is gold feathers. Unless there's some other random technique that works. I haven't really tested that. Well, bye-bye you. Thank you. Definitely need the feathers right now. I am getting a little low. But with that switch, we get a rotating shock pad in that room there. And I'm sure some people can imagine what the use of that is, so I'm going to go take care of that right now, as soon as I just get it in sight. We go... Oh, almost. It's like the Goron pot in The Legend of Zelda. Getting the accuracy is terrible. But we go into the pot, and that takes us down through the witch's hat that we broke before into a Jiggy. There we go. That was quite the turn of events there. But now we just have to make our way back up real quick. No issues whatsoever. There we go. No need to claw swipe. Move is useless. Okay. Well, again, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did before. Don't need the wading boots. I'll just, I'll let the sand eels nip at my feet. Get you at the same time, why not? Come on, there we go. Alright, Gobi's Valley. Here we go. Let's begin. With a Jinja, because why not? Alright. Well, I skipped over this character beforehand, but apparently in this oasis of water, even the trees are quite dried up. Alright. Will eggs and feathers help? No, I need water! There's water around you. I'm sure your roots are deep enough to pick up some. But either way, moving along here. We'll just explore all of the pyramids and sphinxes that we come across here, so we'll just do this one first. Gotcha. Definitely glad I'm getting feathers. I was definitely running low. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this first. Going back to the I didn't have wading boots for my first full playthrough, you can only imagine how painful it was for me to try to get these notes. Let's just say my feet saw better days. Alright, we got all these notes. There we go. And just in time, too. And I'll go the other way. Ah, yes, mummified hands. Okay, at least these ones can be defeated. Not like the actual mummies. Those ones are the invincible ones. Come on. Now, I know this is meant to mimic the ancient pyramids, but could you imagine how, like, freaked out you'd be if you came across a pyramid with hieroglyphs and it had something that was, like... Well, let's just say Banjo sees, like, Banjo's face on the murals, and it's like, what? Get this now. Also, the pyramids, they're alive. And their noses are blocked. My nose is all blocked up. Well, hold on. Did I get the other one? I did? Wow. It was one of those things where I thought it was like, oh, I'm sure it could be doable, but I didn't think it was that easy. Ah, that cleared Jinxie's nose. Come on in. As soon as I just get all the feathers, because definitely need a recharge, and I don't remember where the red feather code is at the moment. We'll see what happens. But I definitely, yes. So I'll do this. Hiding notes around the corners of the pyramids. I think there's even a... yes. Haha! Not today! Got you. Alright, we're doing good on the notes. They're definitely getting a lot more spread out right now, that is for sure. So let's see how well this goes. There is one thing I do know that is coming up in this level. I hope things go well with it, because it is another timing-based thing. Okay, it was only one. And it's not this. More feathers. Thank you. Alright. So yes, as you saw here, the puzzle is put eggs into these sphinxes' mouths. They'll eat the eggs, and they'll reward us with a lift on the magic carpet ride. Just noticed the platforms actually get a little bit smaller. Or at least that might just be me. Alright, we got our lift. And we got our jiggy. There we go. First one. Alright, safely down, back on terra firma. And that's it for this pyramid. Alright. Where to next? I definitely need a flight pad. Deal with those in a moment. Yes. And here's a Kazooie-themed pyramid. Thank you, feathers. Oh, that was close. It's just on the edge. It's quite the camera view there. Once again, my nostalgia for N64 graphics and skybox is coming through there. I thought that was quite lovely. Okay. Where to next? I think over there might be best. Oh, good. Ooh, maybe I should do it all around this before I forget. Ooh, gotcha. Nice. Yes, another catchy tune from this game. Gobi's Valley is another one of my favorites as well. Both variations, even. Oops, no. Wrong button. Definitely want to keep as good of a stock of gold feathers as I can. It's not like they're necessary per se, but I know a few things I do later in this game that will require golden feathers for a, to a much higher degree. Actually, maybe I should just go ahead and do this one anyway. We'll see what happens. So, as you noticed, there was that platform there, but there was nothing really on it. But we come down here and we see more sphinx heads. Oops, multiple. That's what I remembered. So we do this little egg puzzle here, and the pyramid rises from the sands. So let's see how we do. Get over this safely. Make our way over here to the second one. Good, good. Alright, second attempt. Ooh, almost. Gotcha. Yes, and I am frozen until the cutscene ends. Good to know. Alright, the platform does get smaller, I just noticed. Alright. Safe landing, there we go. Ooh, perfect 3-shot. Alright, pyramid up. Well, why don't we go explore the pyramid? And I'll show everyone what I meant when I said something that could be very hectic and time restrainted. Let's go. This is King Sandybutt's tomb. Turn back or face his wrath. I think not. You chose not to heed our warning. Prepare to run. So as you can tell by the extremely fast music that is playing right now, we are we have to run through this maze as fast as we can. Or, we're gonna meet a very, very grisly fate. As you can see, there's a grunty switch there. Quite a spot to hide it. So, I'm gonna do this first, just to get it. So naturally, this was for a Jiggy, and as I'm sure you just heard, there was the Jinjo cry for help. Oh, I don't think it's... not that one, but I will take the Mumbo token. Alright. Now, we can't exit the pyramid through the entrance we just came in, but we can return to the maze from this side. Timer resets. So I'm just going to take a quick moment here. I'm sure there was some things I can explore. Okay, I didn't need that one. Now, you might be wondering what happens if you do not exit the pyramid when the timer goes. You instantly die. Like, I'll see if I can show it here. Yeah, see that? Spike floor up there? Or spike ceiling? A spike on floor? Yeah, if the timer hits 0, that comes down, skewers you, and you lose a life and have to restart the level. No. Okay, I have to remember this way. Good. Okay, I don't think they were cruel enough to put any notes in the pyramid, so just get that switch. That opens up this little coffin here. Let's just get the heck out of here. If I'm short notes, I'll just figure out what to do and then make my way back. At least I don't remember collecting any notes in the maze anyway. Okay, we're safe. So we'll exit out this way, and that takes care of the central pyramid. Also, another Mumbo token. Good thing to collect them. I know the next level will have another Mumbo transformation. Now, I need that. Now, fun thing, actually. As you can see, there's bees around this beehive now. The beehive, I think I triggered a conversation already, so the text box didn't show up. But the beehive's like, ha, just try taking my honeycombs now, bear. And yes, if you break the honeycomb hive, the bees will attempt to chase you down and hurt you. So, if you think it's worth it, go for it. If not, bring the invincibility feathers. They'll help. Alright, so here we have a mini game. But I am going to do this because that mummy is very annoying. So get the notes first, just so I have my focus. And this is a ground pound memory match game. So let's see how well this goes for me. I think I've revealed every symbol. Kazooie, that was this one, right? Yes. Honeycomb, that was you? Bad? Banjo. Nope, that was this one. Alright, musical note, that was the first one I hit. Feather. Clear. Mumbo, that was over here. Jinjo, I think if I remember it's here. Yeah, believe it or not, the puzzle is always the same. So, I just happen to remember that there was the Jinjos in the corner there. The ancient ways of memory matching games. Okay, that's that one. I'm sure you saw back here there was just another switch. Also have more feathers, thank goodness. So now we'll do this. The ringed cactus now gives up its empty honeycomb piece. Alright, 4 Jinjos. Now, I do actually know where number 5 is, but I am going to hold a moment for one other puzzle that we'll do in a bit. There we go. I think it's over here. Gotcha. Another magic carpet ride, and we have a camel over here. It's too hot for Gobi. I need some shade. Please help. Here we go. Jiggy! Here's your reward, bear. Gobi's off to cool down. And, spoiler warning, that is the only nice thing we're gonna do for Gobi for the entire game. So, 50 feathers. There we go. Just gonna try to keep my health conserved here for a bit. Wait for you to show back up. Oh, no! I missed. Alright, fine. Committed to the jump. Are you enjoying my feet, you sand eels? That's another hand. Okay, that's the wading boots for things. I do know we have the runners over here, because there is a puzzle we have to do here in a bit. Let's run! Nope. Oh, good. Still keep them. No! I've had that 1,000 years! Well done, mortal. Sad mummy hand. So I already knew what the solution to that one was. That hand would go underground way too quick with the jiggy for you to actually get it once you approached. So you just have to come around on the runners, and you can get it. But now I don't need to run, I need to wade. I was losing a little bit of health there, and I didn't like it. Oh, good. Got caught in the corner there. I might lose another piece. Oh, good. Nice. Alright. Now, we're gonna do something up here. Oh. I guess I can get that now while I'm on this corner. Doing good on the mumbo tokens. Okay, so that switch there will open up a door on the top of this pyramid. But it's a time puzzle, or it's a time race, so I have to run up here really quick. I'm getting the notes now, and that way I don't have to worry about trying to collect them, or like altering my direction for any reason. Alright. Not really had a need for lives this entire playthrough, I mean, other than the one death. Okay. Let's run. And of course, I hate when games, like start the timer in the middle of a cutscene, and then, like, you lose, like, 5 seconds right off the bat. And it feels like you need those 5 seconds. This is why I'm glad I did. No! Come on! Oh. Well, round 2. As soon as I can get it on my shoes. And you can't even get, like, a head start there. I just missed that door. Well, just hold to the inside. Jump the ramps when you can. Ooh, nice one. That time, no problem. Okay. Nothing on the surface, right? Hey, a mumbo token I almost overlooked. Alright. Yeah, unless I'm mistaken, because what I'm about to do here actually drains the water out of this pyramid. if that was the case, that might have been a Mumbo token permanently missable. That's certainly something that a lot of older games had, was missable content. Not a huge fan of that personally, because it's like, how are you supposed to know that there's this important thing that you miss if you don't do, if you go ahead and do certain actions? But, I mean, for this one it's a Mumbo token, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Plenty of Mumbo tokens in this game. Ouch. Actually, who needs honeycomb hives when you have mummies? That's one way to take care of them. Alright, but we got that. So you might be wondering, what was the point of putting the water into the river down here, or basin down here? Well, you could fall down from doing the pyramid puzzle up there with the Sphinx heads. So if you fell, there's flight pads down here to help. But in the case of not wanting to lose too many honeycombs, swimming is a much more viable option. Also, last Jinjo. This is where it was hiding. Alright, 7 Jiggies. Okay, just swim around here, get the last notes. We're only 14 off. That is pretty good. 13 and counting now. That's it. Okay. Alright. So there's only 3 Jiggies left, and okay, I know which ones they are, but I do need to find a flight pad. Good thing I've been collecting all them feathers. But I will visit that in a moment, just to set up one thing. So as we remember, our camel friend Gobi here needed to come down to the oasis. This tree looks a bit thirsty, but I need all my water for myself. Remember what I said, that this was going to be the only, that was the only nice thing we were ever going to do for Gobi, was free him? Now it's like, give this tree some water. Also, walking on water. Trunker now has all the water he needs. Now we just have to climb a tree to get on top of a tree. Gotcha. There we go. Alright, that's Jiggy number 8. So I need flight. Flying pad. I need flight pad. Let's go. Alright, let's see how well this works. Might as well start with the very obvious target. Beak bombs away! Ah, this was a timer door. Okay, I forgot that part. Oh, so close. But we'll go in here either way. Alright, notes in the side caves. We'll get those first. More Mumbo, that's good. If I remember, there's one more. Yes. Things that are off camera always seem to trick me. Hello, my friend. I am Ruby. Can I be of some help, no? We're looking for treasure, pipe boy. Very good. I see some up there. It's yours if you can get it, yes? So, once again, the concept of sending eggs out from behind. Like, I get that it's a skill that you have, but I don't know why puzzles like this, just, like, a thing that just didn't click. Ah, 1,000 thanks, my friend. His top will now help you with your quest. Up we go! Jiggy is ours. Now, of course, if all else fails, you can climb Histup the snake here, but I just decided to hitch the ride early. And we'll just take a second, listen to the music. It's so catchy. And down we go. Alright, and as quick as that cameo started, that character cameo is over. Alright, back to flight. So we got a few hoops to jump through first, quite literally even. So we'll just go back up here for a second. Here we go. We'll go over to that little side cave area there in a bit. Summon all the hidden rings of the ancients to beat the witch. Oh, a way to instantly end the game? Okay. Alright, that's the side of the pyramid. I'll just take the quick way over. That really does give you a lot of horizontal movement. That's why I'm so glad to have the beak bomb right now. Alright. Gotcha. Just to the other side. Okay. I can do that. One more ring after this, I think? If not this one, then one more. But I know it's like 5 or 6. Now, funny thing about this challenge here, actually, if you fly through some rings, leave the area, and then come back to reattempt it, the rings start in the same position, but the game still keeps count of how many rings you've flown through. So you could, in theory, do this whole thing by only flying through the first one. Only joking, mortal. We can only give you this. That is on the back. Okay. There we go. That takes care of that one. So why don't we just go visit Jinxie again? And there's another Jiggy! And number 10. There we go. So I just have to go visit a cactus real quick to talk about some honey. I think that was higher up, right? Not over there. Yes, it's over here. As long as you got your aim right. Thanks for keeping me in flight. Okay, so that's number 1, but now we gotta find number 2. And for that, we're gonna go over here real quick. Because we got a few notes to pick up here, but as you can see, we got Gobi once more. Now, funny thing about this, actually, when I first played this and didn't know where every single thing in the game was, I legitimately thought that, like, Gobi would just come here, you didn't have to bother Gobi any further, and you'd be like, okay, good, like, that's it. So, where's the other honeycomb? Well, in addition to water, Gobi also likes honeycombs. Oh, that's it! I'm leaving this desert to find some peace and quiet. Well, we won't see Gobi until Banjo Kazooie, in which case we'll still do the same thing and not make his day good. So anyone who's wondering what this little door is here, because I haven't explored this at all, that has to do with Stop and Swap again. So I'll put out the reminder again, if there's anyone who would like to see any Stop and Swap content, let me know, and I'm sure I can do a little bonus episode on the side. Do all the fun secrets. Alright, we'll just get back to land safely over here. Where do you stop? That way I know when to get off. Right there. Good. Flight. There we go. We are back on land. Let's just do a quick little check. 110-2. Not bad. That was actually a lot quicker than I was expecting. Okay. Well, we got a few things that need doing, and especially so we got to do a little bit of travel to get the next world unlocked, so I'm going to keep going here for a little bit. But that's it for Gobi's Valley. If I remember right, did I? It's been a hot minute, and pun not intended. School was awful, saggy Meg. Yes, I have done that one then. Okay. You know what? Waiters are here. They're easy enough to get. Let's just use the waiters to quickly get back. There we go. Alright. Now then. Oops. I missed my ride. I need to get up here to see a coffin about a Jiggy. Gotcha. Okay, well, we almost got all the jiggies for the lair here. That's also very nice. Alright. So we gotta make our way up this way in order to find the next level's puzzle. And we're clearly good on the notes here. But I am going to continue this way. Once again, taking the time to explore past the obvious things we have to take care of. And another cauldron. But we don't have its partner yet. And now for those that are very adventurous, you can actually jump on top of this. For another visit with Brentilda. The disgusting Gruntilda has rat bagels for breakfast. That's just gross. Then she usually has dog dung burgers for dinner. Oh my goodness, that's even worse. Wart bags then finishes with cockroaches and cream for dessert. Oh, your feathered buddy that you've brung. Useless, like a pile of dung. So apparently you like dung a lot, Gruntilda. Good to know. Alright. Well, moving on past that, let's go into here. Okay, now I just have to swim, right? Yes. Nothing on this level. There we go. Down we go. Time to swim. But just to think, we have 3 major levels left in the game right now. That's kind of surprising. Like this, it almost feels like this journey just started and we're nearly finished. Like that's unreal to me. Like, and I know I've said this already. I've played this game numerous times. I know where almost all of the secrets are by heart. But even still, like I'm having fun. I'm going through at a good clip. It's just been a fun adventure throughout. So, I'm doing good. Hopefully everyone watching is also having fun as well. Alright, now we're over here. Nothing hiding here other than eggs, okay? Yep, even more eggs over here. Nothing of note. Also the little faces that are hiding in the wall texture. Okay, and again, nothing of note. Other than the puzzle, and I think that's another Mumbo token over there. Okay. Oh, there was a fish enemy here. And here I thought I was alone. Alright, harkening back to Clanker's Cavern, we have to jump in and out to make our way through here. And we are at the next podium. I introduce Mad Monster Mansion. Spooky. Alright, we'll start making our way there, because I do still have to get through a good portion of the lair. Hey, Banjo, you're looking glum. It must be hard, being so dumb. Alright. I find it funny how she just said that Banjo is dumb, and here I am like, where was the exit again? Okay. Swimming our way back here. My goodness, this tunnel was longer than I remembered, and I only just went through it. Okay. Swim faster, don't get hit by the fish. You've already gone through the first major water level. We still have another water-themed level coming up, although to be fair, it's not exactly just water in that one. I will say, it's nice being able to swim through water that isn't trying to kill me. All the excuses to say, hey, don't go swimming in this water. It's like, it's cold. Yeah, that makes sense. There's sand eels. What? Pretty soon there's going to be one where it's like, oh, good luck. You won't regain air while you're swimming in this water. Oh, that's right. This is where the second Cheeto book is located. This is one I actually forgot. I do have to do a little work to get it, though, so that's going to be the fun part. But that way over there is where I'd have to go. But we'll worry about that later. Welcome to Mad Monster Mansion's lair. Don't get scared now. Alright, well, I will be calling the episode here in just a moment, because, hey, we already got through Gobi's Valley. No reason why not to start a new level on the next episode, but I am doing this before I absolutely forget, because I have to do a Mumbo transformation to do stuff through here, but I have to break this as Banjo first. So, I have not forgotten. I have gotten everything all set up, and it will be set for the next episode. So, yeah, we got through Gobi's Valley today, and as I've been saying quite a bit, that did go fairly quickly here, so I'm glad we were able to get all the things. Hopefully, Mad Monster Mansion won't be too difficult, because we are now in the final third of the game. This is where the toughest puzzles of the game are expected to be, or starting to anyway. So, hopefully it won't be too difficult, but we'll find that out on the next episode. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.